Now, I'm not saying that Colin Trevorrow's script is going to be anything better than what we got. I'm just saying, Rey, wielding a double-bladed lightsaber, does things to me. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. All right, guys. Well, I'm finally chiming in on this. God, how late am I to all this? To all the Kevin? His name's not Kevin. Colin Trevorrow stuff with the script leak of the Duel of the Fates and the various concept art that's come about. This is what I was going to do. I was going to dedicate a video about it. Then I was like, no, I'll dedicate a podcast to it. And I was going to do it last week and record a podcast and just kind of go over all the little plot points and everything. Because there's a lot. It's a lot to break down. So I was going to save it for a podcast. But guess what happened? Audio issues because I updated my Mac. So that podcast did not happen. And I apologize for that, guys. But I figured with this new batch of concept art that Colin Trevorrow himself has actually said, hey, yeah, this stuff is actually from my script, Duel of the Fates, which then went, okay, you just admitted that the script that was called Duel of the Fates is yours. He didn't quite confirm that what leaked out was his script, but he didn't even deny it either. And then he said the same title, so everybody's just assuming that, okay, it was going to be called Duel of the Fates, which, did they need the Fates? Just doesn't flow. Duel of the Fates. Just doesn't really flow. Duel of the Fates. I mean, I guess obviously talking about Kylo Ren and Rey, but anyways, guys, yeah, there's a piece of concept art right here. It looks like she's wearing Luke's like black outfit from Return of the Jedi right here, which is interesting. But I mean, it even said in one of the little plot points from that script that yes, she was going to be wielding a double-bladed lightsaber that I guess she made herself, and it made sense because she had that staff from Force Awakens, and she was always doing that, and it was just like, come on! But hey, we got a little bit of it with a nightmare sequence that lasted like that, and she flipped it like a fucking switchblade, which was cool. But could we get that in blue and be fucking real life? I mean, another thing in the script, too, is there's no Palpatine. There's no Palpatine, which just shows you, again, that they didn't plan on having Palpatine. And, you know, I've had this discussion, mainly with my brother, and, you know, other people, too, is the fact of the matter is yes, it was always, like, up and down, and, of course, they said, like, oh, we planned on Palpatine since Force Awakens. Fuck you, you did not. It is now obvious that wasn't the case now. Like, it worked. It was probably on the table. I'm sure they had a board and they had names or, you know, heads of the characters and they were rearranging stuff. And at one point, maybe they were like Palpatine and that's where Rey comes from. But they kind of just, so when JJ came back and everything and all the fucking, they assembled it, studio and all that stuff, they just like, put it in there. But it's just like, what's lame about it, and I think I even mentioned it on my spoiler review, is the fact that Palpatine is essentially the big baddie in all three fucking trilogies. I guess that's cool, but it gets old. I'm not saying that everything was bad that was in Rise of Skywalker. There was some really like dark, cool stuff. I'll give it that, but I mean, in this script, I mean, the parents were nobody. Kylo Ren supposedly killed, he was ordered to kill by Snoke, I guess, or something. I think it was Snoke at one point. Yeah, he was ordered to kill Rey's parents. But maybe they would have tweaked something where they found out where she kind of came from. But yeah, double-bladed lightsaber. And then, of course, you got stuff like this where she's fighting Kylo Ren with that double-bladed lightsaber. We got this really cool shot, which just looks badass right there. I mean, why not? And then we got R2-D2, who took like a pretty hard blow, and C-3PO is comforting him. Colin Trevorrow was the one that really, like, when he confirmed that these were from his story, he said, like, oh, he didn't die or anything like that. He just got a bruise, just a little scratch. Hux killing himself? Yeah, as opposed to, I'm the spy. Bah, 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 shoot me. Bah, yeah, they got the best of me. Bah, bam, dead. Just like that, which I like that twist. I was like, oh yeah, Hux is actually the spy. Wow, that's interesting. And then they just like wasted it. You could tell that was just like a last minute thing because it was so quick. But this right here, where he's like actually like taking his own life, that's interesting. But the ultimate shot right here is bam. Look at our boy Luke just going, fuck you, kid. Obviously, he's Force Ghost. And, I mean, I guess the power of a Force Ghost can stop a lightsaber blade. I mean, why would you not want to be a Force Ghost at this point? Because according to the leaked script, he's haunting Kylo Ren as Kylo Ren is on Mustafa, whatever, the Vader planet. He's haunting him and trying to get the Ben out of him, basically. Trying to get that Ben Solo out of him, get rid of Kylo Ren, as well as he's force ghosting with Rey to try to help her complete her stuff like that. I mean, there was another thing, too, where Chewie was strapped up, but Colin Trevorrow said that wasn't part of his concept art. That might have been something from JJ. But then in the Duel of the Fates script, I guess Chewbacca was in an X-Wing fighter, which that could have been kind of cool to see. But I don't know, this image right here, and first link down below, guys, I'll have all these on the site, these pieces of concept art, if you want to look at them in detail. But yeah, there you go, guys. I think this is my favorite one. I mean, but like I said, I mean, who knows? Who knows? It could have still been not well executed. I mean, Colin Trevorrow, yeah, I mean, he's a decent filmmaker. He really is. I mean, I enjoyed I enjoyed Jurassic World. I'm trying to think what else he did. I mean, I know he's got the third Jurassic World. He's coming back to that, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's interesting, guys. But go check it out. First link down below. Go check out these pieces of concept art because these are confirmed to be from his script. So there you go, guys. Let me know your thoughts about it down below. What do you think about this concept art? Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel at filmjunkie.com for all my content. Follow me on the Sockmans over there, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Patreon if you want to help out, and shirts down below. All right, guys? Talk to you later.